Hello friends, welcome to Health Music and Fitness channel. Welcome from me and Eric, and today we'll be starting new series of videos, and I'll be teaching you how to play music, how to learn guitar, and it's going to be a very nice and pleasant journey. As you know, I've been playing music and I'm a producer and a composer for a very long time. Since class 5th standard, like I've been into music and I've been learning guitar, and my albums have also gone for Grammy nomination, and they have been on the ballot for Grammy nomination also, which I said with a lot of pride, because out of world's top 150 musicians, my album was there on the ballot for Grammy nomination, and which is a big thing to me and a big honor being there. I almost made it to the red carpet, and playing guitar is a passion for me, and it just comes out naturally. And I as such don't have any formal training in music. I can't read music, but I can play music for hours. I have given a lot of live performances, and it just comes out naturally to me. And I'll show you my guitar also. There are 3 more guitars and a synthesizer which are in my other house in Himachal, and right now we are in Andamans, and out here I purchased a new guitar. Not a new guitar, it's 3 years old I think, and Eric will show you. I'll have to change the camera, so I will show you my guitar. This is the electric guitar, and Eric, इधर focus करो. So this is a 6-string electric guitar, and it has 4 pickups, and this is a very powerful guitar, and it has 4 pickups, and you can actually change the sound of the guitar depending on which pickup you want to connect to, and what combination you want. And these are the fine-tuned keys for audio, treble, and the pickup volumes. Okay, and this is where the lead will go. The guitar lead will go in, and out it will go into the distortion unit. I will show you the distortion unit also. So I will tell you in short the different parts of guitar and how you hold the guitar. And there is a strap, and we used to call it Spanish guitar, and you can hold the guitar like this, and that's the Spanish guitar, and you play it like this. Okay, so you can play the chords, and you can play the lead and whatnot, and even the bass guitar you can play on this. But this is, I have used it for but I use it for Hawaiian guitar playing basically. So traditionally there are 2 types of guitars, Hawaiian guitar and Spanish guitar, the electric guitar. So but Hawaiian guitar is also electric, and the only difference is the bridge. This is called the bridge. Okay, the steel thing, and this is the bridge. And if you remove this, there are again ridges through which the strings will go. There are six strings in, and they are tuned differently. Okay, E, B, G, D, A, E. So these are the different frequencies: E, B, G, D, A, E. So 6 strings are there, and these are called tuning keys. And you can tune, tighten, and loosen the guitar strings, and 1 tuning key for each string. And these are very fine tuning keys. And then this is called the neck of the guitar. This is the neck. Okay, this is the neck, and you can remove it and dismantle it, and there's a steel rod inside it, and you can there's a steel rod inside this wooden thing, and you can remove it. And supposing the guitar gets bent, and many times what happens is guitarists, they will play guitar for a few days, and then they will forget to detune. They will not loosen the strings, and they will keep the guitar like this in their room. And after many years they will see, because of tension in the strings, the neck of the guitar and the body of the guitar, it bends like this, and then it makes it very difficult for them to play the electric guitar, Spanish guitar, like this, because the strings are very high from the fretboard, and this is the fretboard. And if the strings pull too much and the wood gets bent, warped. So you see the distance now, right now. Eric, distance dikhao. Now right now there's a bridge. So you just imagine this distance. I will show you in the biggest, thicker. So now you see the distance, and this distance actually I need when I play Hawaiian guitar. The steel weight which I hold in my hands, it should not touch the fretboard. Okay, but if the wood gets warped and the wood is taking angle, so then it becomes very difficult. The person will have to press too hard and it will hurt his fingers. So for that matter, when you play your guitar, you always detune it after you have played, and so that the wood remains straight and it doesn't get bent, so and this is the fretboard and these are the frets. Okay, so these small things, these are called frets. So I was talking about fretboard, and whenever you have played your guitar and you want to leave it, so you have to detune it. So loosen the strings like this. So you loosen the strings like this. You can loosen the strings, all the strings you should loosen up, and so that there is no tension. And see out here, Eric is showing these strings are loose, and now this string is little tight, and I will loosen it. Okay, so like this you have to loosen the strings. Okay, so like this you have to loosen the strings when you don't want to play a guitar, or when you won't be playing it for many days. Supposing you have to play it after few hours, or maybe tomorrow or next day, then no need to loosen the strings. Keep the guitar tuned, and so that you can just pick up and play. But always make it a habit that whenever you play, you check the tuning, and especially when you go on the stage. I will tell you why I'm telling this. And this is a lead, and with this lead we connect the guitar to the amplifier or to the distortion unit. I will show you the distortion unit which I have, and you can produce. I will show you how to connect, and this is the inlet, and you connect it out here. And this is a very good lead and costly lead, because I don't want any compromises with the connectivity, and sometimes the leads just don't work on the stage. And I had also gone for India's Got Talent, and I was on the stage there in India's Got Talent. My lead was not working, and the judges were getting restless, and finally it started working. I had to go off the stage, check the things, and then come back again. That time I was using Zoom distortion, and somehow it didn't work, but then it worked eventually. So this other end goes to the amplifier or into the distortion unit. And yeah, that's basically about the guitar and the different parts of the guitar. This is called the neck, this is the body, fretboard and frets, and these are the notes. So this is the fretboard. Okay, and basically E, B, G, D, A, all these frequencies, these are different frequencies. The whole music lies in these notes, and there are octaves, and this is a note, this is a note, this is a note, this is a note, and these are notes. Okay, and the same note on first string will be somewhere on the second string, and it will be somewhere on the third string, and likewise on the fourth string, fifth string, sixth string. So the first string also is E, and last string also is E. So from the sharper string, the finer string, we start the frequencies as tuning E, then second string B, then third string G, then fourth string D, then A and E. So you have noted that first string is E, second string is E. So the frequency of first and the last string, they are same. It's just a multiple of something that they are different from each other, but the frequency is same. Okay, and in fact you can check the frequency in a very nice way. Supposing there is a piano lying out here, okay, next to my guitar, and I strike the G note on the piano. Only the G string on my guitar, it will vibrate. The other strings will not vibrate. This is also important to explain the transfer of energy from one person to the other, from one thought process to the other, from a person with one thought process to a person with another thought process. So if your frequencies are not matching, the message will not go across. So like right now you're watching this video, so probably we are on the same frequency. That is why you're watching, and that is otherwise by now you would have given a dislike and walked off. So if you press A note on the keyboard, on the piano, only the A string will vibrate, the other strings on the guitar will not vibrate. So frequencies are that fine. Now I will show you my distortion unit. So let me get my distortion unit. So this is my distortion unit. It's of Digitech Digital RP255. Now many more distortion units are there in the market, but this one suffices my work. And that's a distortion unit, and this is the adapter. and it comes with the Cubase CD, Cubase software, which is for digital recording. But I use more advanced software which is called FL Studio, now version 20. So I'm using FL Studio to record my music, and these are the different parameters. And from here, these are two pedals, and from here you can increase or decrease the volume or the intensity of one or other effect. Okay, you can assign one particular effect and you can increase or decrease the effect. And out here there are different holes and points where things go in and come out. So my guitar lead will go here, and if you're connecting it to the mixer, it has to be down, and amp it has to be up, out, so like that. So, and this is the output, and for headphones, aux in, and this is to connect to the laptop, and this is the point where the charger goes. Okay. So I will, in the end of the video, I will add a small composition of mine which I have made, and it's made purely in FL Studio, and I have used guitar also in that and recorded using FL Studio. This is the beginning of the new series of videos, and if you are interested in learning Hawaiian guitar or Spanish guitar and the basics of chords and all, I can teach you all that. So this was all about the introductory video on music and guitar, guys, and I will add a small composition in the end, and the background music also which you were hearing in this whole recording, that's my own composition which I recorded on the guitar and FL Studio using digital instruments, and guitar live I had played in that. And thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't done already, and like the videos and watch the videos and comment on them. It is very important to the creator, and we as the YouTube creators, like, it makes our day when you people comment on our videos, and even if you don't like it, just write something that this was not there or this should have been there, and we'll try to improve on our videos. Give us the feedback and hit the bell icon so that you can be reminded of new videos which we upload daily or every other day. Thank you. God bless.